morning, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Active Conversation. Today, we are going to talk about a very important issue, which is strategic foresight. I'm very pleased to welcome today my colleague, Rafael Peels. Rafael is the senior specialist in workers' activities and also our focal point on a very important program for workers, which is trade unions in transformation. Welcome, Rafael, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
As you know, we are living today in a world with high uncertainty and growing inequalities. And also, we are seeing more and more conflicts around the world, which put under pressure people, states, and other actors, including the labor movement. However, there is a tool that we are talking about here, which is the strategic foresight, which can help to prepare a better future where no one is left behind. This is really very important for the labor movement, and you are dealing with these issues. But in few words, for those who are watching, can you tell us about what is strategic foresight?
Sure. Thank you so much, Mamadou. So, strategic foresight is first of all a tool to think strategically that is characterized by mostly three dimensions. So first of all, it allows you to think long term. So really thinking in a time frame of 10 years time, 20 years time, what are the big drivers of change? Think of automation, just transition. How does that affect labor markets, broader society, and with that trade unions? So secondly, it also allows you to deal with uncertainty. We do not know how the future will look like. So it really allows you to explore different scenarios, different plausible futures. And finally, it is a tool that allows you to think out of the box, to think creatively. As the challenges in the world of work are new, it's probably also a good idea to explore new solutions.
So you talk about this tool, and I am very pleased to inform our colleagues that we are publishing now a new publications that you see here entitled Using Foresight to Think and Act Open an Uncertain Future World of Work, Trade Unions Experiences. And this is a new publication that we would like to convey to the labor movement. But can you tell us more about this paper?
Sure. So the paper is exactly about what we discussed. It's about strategic foresight. It maps, it assesses practices of trade unions worldwide with this new tool. Based on these experiences, we draw lessons, what we can learn from this that can be relevant for other unions that want to explore this tool. And it is the first of its kind. Nobody has done this before. So we're very proud of the paper, and we kindly invite everybody to have a look at it if interested.
Yeah, thank you, Rafael. And I think people will find definitely these publications on the ILO's website. Now, let me ask you a question. Why, in your view, trade unions incorporate this strategic foresight into their activities?
So we are living uncertain times. Trade unions are confronted with multiple transformations, with multiple crises. So this obliges unions also to reflect upon the uncertainty, the change that is created by that. So strategic foresight exactly does that, or allows you to do that. And in our view, it resonates very well with the core values and principles of unions. First of all, for being non-prescriptive. I think unions do not like to be told what to do. So it actually offers you a tool for unions themselves to engage in that exercise. Secondly, it is participative. So trade union leadership and memberships can engage together collectively in that exercise. It is democratic in the sense that we do not know how the future will look like. So it allows for divergent views, for different views around plausible futures. It also a tool that allows you to deal with complexity. Unions work on topics that have a legal dimension, a social dimension, a political dimension. So it allows you to have a kind of a 360 view and to incorporate that. It also a tool that allows for transformation, to use a pioneer in future studies, Fred Pollack. He mentioned something like societies that thrive, they have to retain this ability, this capacity to imagine a desirable future. So it exactly allows you to do that, to reimagine, to invent the future world of work. And finally, it is empowering in the sense that it allows you to think, but also to act upon the future world of work.
This paper looks really very interesting, and I think the challenge will be how to put it into practice. How, in your view, listening to you, you explain about different components, key messages emerging from these publications. The question is now, in terms of practice, how can trade unions better incorporate this tool, let's say the strategic foresight, into their activities?
Sure. So I think many unions already do things strategically. It's maybe a question to do that in a more systematic, in a more comprehensive manner, and strategic is a tool that can help you to do that. It's really key to adapt to the context, realities for unions in different regions in the world. Unions are confronted with different topics, so you can really tailor it to the geographic and the thematic needs of the union. It's also key to have the political buy-in of the leadership. If the leadership is not on board, it doesn't work. It's also key to have a culture to really approach this exercise as a kind of an opportunity, an investment in the future instead of a loss of time. It's also really key. It is a kind of a time and resource intense exercise. So it's really key to allow for necessary resources, technical expertise. And finally, we're also working on a community of practice, bringing together different unions that have experiences on this topic, but also thinkers, academics, practitioners, in sharing experiences, in sharing best practices, but also in better understanding what are the key challenges, how to improve this tool and the usefulness for unions in the future.
Let's imagine that there is a trade union's representative from Bangladesh or from Africa who is watching this video, these conversations on the strategic foresight. What final message you would like to tell him about this strategic foresight in order to put into practice, in order to prepare a better future regarding the different challenges that the world of work is facing? What kind of message you would like to convey to him?
Sure. So it is exactly about what you just mentioned about preparing for the future. So I think nobody has to be convinced that we're living in a time characterized by rapid change, many transformations, challenges, but also opportunities. So it's exactly a tool to deal with that, how to navigate that environment characterized by uncertainty and change. We have positive experiences. The unions with whom we worked, they received the exploration of this tool in a very positive manner. As mentioned before, we think it resonates very well with the values and the principles of unions. We see a big potential of this tool in terms of preparing for the future, in terms of addressing the topic of trade union renewal, how to be fit for future. So we kindly invite all interested unions to have a look at the paper. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you want to work on this topic, if you want to explore. And I leave it at that. And I would like to thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, really, Rafael, for this conversation on these very important issues, which is the strategic foresight. It's really a pleasure to have these conversations. As you know, this question of strategic foresight is key, is timely important in this context of many changes that's happening now in the world of work. And I want really to thank you for that. And to those who are watching, you will find these publications on the ILO's website. The title of this new working paper is using foresight to think and act open and in certain future world of work, the trade unions experiences. Stay connected with us, and thank you again for your attention, and see you soon for a new episode of Actraf Conversation. Thank you.